At this time every year, there are parades and performances in the villages. Xiaohua is preparing a traditional Miao costume to wear during a performance. Such a beautiful dress can only be worn at a wedding.
特别羡慕说自己赶快长大，然后就可以穿那么一整套，自己也骄傲。
These costumes are made by Miao girls themselves. For them, embroidery is an essential skill. The costumes are embroidered with traditional patterns. Xiaohua pays close attention to every stitch, as fine and exquisite embroidery embodies the ingenuity of a girl. The embroidery is by no means simple. Many highly difficult techniques are employed, such as wrapped embroidery called Chan Shui, Bian Shui, and Due Shui, in order to make the patterns more stereoscopic and exquisite.
反正这种修改是特别困难的，而且这是最精致的地方。
When encountering difficulties, Xiaohua would turn to her grandma for help. It's a classic example of how the skill is passed on from generation to generation. Xiaohua has been looking forward to the new year, when she can dress in her new costume. Bullfighting is an ancient Miao tradition, and bullfighting competitions will be held in celebration of the new year. As the festival draws near, villager Jin Fawei is busy training his buffalo for the competition, which requires special rearing methods.
你养的比较粗壮，比较肥壮一些，那个牛就是凶猛一些。那你的牛瘦瓜拉几的，那你的牛拿去斗，人家会笑话你的。
Jin's bull is in its prime, with a good track record in competitions and several championships.
名字叫长毛，7岁牛，它的身高是1.5米，吨围呢是2米。
Jin takes Longhair to the hillside for some additional training. He teaches the bull to dig the earth with its horns, a basic skill for bullfighting. He loves bullfighting, not only because it is a time-honored tradition for the Miao, but also because the sport has made him a celebrity in the village.
像以前有的人都认不出我的名字，但是现在我为了这几条牛，去哪里都知道你的名字，就是这样的。
Longhair is preparing to battle during the Miao New Year celebrations in Leishan County. But when not in training, Longhair offers a helping hand on the farm.
春节的时候，他就拿去耕田，秋天呢就是收稻谷，完了以后把那个田担起来。对于我们养牛来说，那个牛体力太累了，那就是有点舍不得，因为那是斗牛。
The Miao people have a special affection for bulls. They respect, love, and worship bulls and see them as a symbol of health, strength, and diligence. Influenced by tradition, the Miao treat bulls as their closest and most loyal friends, as ones who toil hard in the fields. The Miao New Year falls on different dates each year. It is celebrated in different regions, but always after the autumn harvest and before rice transplanting. In Guizhou, the Miao New Year is between late October and early November. The Miao people have their own traditional calendar, which uses the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac to record time. Usually, the Miao New Year lasts several days. On Tiger Day, pigs are killed because, according to Chinese philosophy, the tiger keeps the pig in check. Granny Yu's home is full of neighbours coming over to help. They will have a discussion to decide who kills the pigs. Usually someone with nimble hands will be chosen. The rain doesn't dampen people's spirits. Killing pigs brings the festival celebrations to its first climax. It is a tradition for people to go to each other's village to visit relatives and friends during the festival. As a form of etiquette, people are expected to entertain guests with wine and meat, which is also a sign of a family being well off. Rabbit Day. The Miao people catch fish in the fields. Every spring they put the fry in the paddy fields. As the seedlings grow, the fish feed on the rice flowers. This practice has a long history. Keeping fish in the paddy fields reflects the wisdom of the Miao ancestors. The Miao people came to the region through migration and chose to settle in the secluded mountains and valleys. Life was hard. They had to fully rely on and take advantage of nature to sustain their lives and that of their offspring. The Rabbit Day is the last day of the old year. On this day, the Miao will clean their homes and store up enough firewood. Qi ba, glutinous rice cake, is an indispensable food that is served to guests on this day. The Miao have grown glutinous rice for successive generations as a staple food. Thanks to their hard-working ancestors, the Miao people are able to settle in the mountains and live in abundance. Thus, making qi ba is not only a tradition, but also a way to recall the work of their ancestors and express their gratitude. The Dragon Day is the first day of the Miao New Year. Every household will set off firecrackers in the morning to bid farewell to the past and usher in the new. The Miao New Year is a time of relaxation, both for the mind and the body. Women will wash and dress up while chatting with each other. Men who normally work in the fields will fulfill other household duties. Those in the Miao villages will worship their ancestors at the beginning of the new year. They not only